Chat, let me show you a new game that I've been playing a little bit in my off time. It's called Demon Bluff. There's one evil character among all characters. Find and kill it. Alright. So single player Among Us. You open these up and you try and logic where the bad guy is. Hunter says
he's
he's
single player Among Us. It makes it sound so sad. Like this
no,
guy's
it's cool.
Just
it's a cool
up
thing.
at night playing single player Among Us.
It's a cool thing.
Yeah,
So
man,
it's a
that's
cool
really
thing.
cool.
It's a cool
you
thing.
play Among Us by yourself. Yeah, that's awesome.
One evil adjacent to me. 2 cards away from evil. The closest evil is counterclockwise. 3 is good, so you know he's telling the truth. So that means it's the confessor who, when evil, says, I am dizzy. So you kill, boom, bad guy, Among Us. Learn a good character in its role. Pick one character, learn to line. So you reveal all the cards. No evils adjacent to lover. The confessor says she's good. 4 is real lover. I am 3 cards away from the closest evil. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So he's saying this is the evil person, but this can't be the evil person because the confessor says I am dizzy if they're evil. So the hunter is lying. Caught. I register as a random evil minion to other characters. Learns 3 characters, only 1 is evil. I am 1 card away from the nearest evil, which is the wretch. I am 1 card away from the nearest evil. 1 evil is adjacent to me. Closest evil is counterclockwise. So this monk, this enlightened, is detecting the wretch who's evil. Emperor says 1, 3, or 7 is evil. 1, 3, or 7. Okay, so one of these 2 guys are evil because they're both saying the same thing. No, they can't both be telling the truth because if this guy was evil, he would have to lie. So he's telling the truth. So either this one is evil, or this has to be evil. Because this guy was evil. Well, I know he can lie, right? So it's one of these 2. But he said 1, 3, or 7 is evil. So Empress must be telling the truth. So you know who's evil? Number 7. Okay, now there's 2 liars in the game. I am dizzy. You know this is evil. I'm 1 card away from closely evil, so he told the truth. 7 is good. She tells the truth. So we gotta use the jester. Pick 3 characters and learn how many of them are evil. We know he's evil and this. There are 0 evils. There's definitely 2 evils here, so jester is lying to us. Kill. Knight, I can't die. Lose if you execute me. So there's a knight, and we can just simply test if they're telling the truth by trying to kill them. Nope. Okay, so this one survived. Closest evil is counterclockwise, telling the truth. 215 is evil, telling the truth. Judge is good. I'm 1 card from closest evil, telling the truth. I'm two evils adjacent to me, is what the lover says. But you know that can't be true because there's 1 evil over here already, so she's lying. Dead. Ooh, the witch hides a character. That's fine. 4 is good. That's a lie, so she's lying. Kill her. Witch is 1 card away from the closest evil. So she's saying this is either the witch or this is the witch. 213 is evil, is what she's saying. So she's calling her evil. Well, let's test if the knight is the knight. The knight is the knight. So we can bring in the judge to ask who's telling the truth. Judge says 1 is telling the truth. And she said 1, 2, 3 are evil. But Scout is saying the witch is 1 away from evil. Which is contradicting what the Empress says. But the judge says the Empress is telling the truth, so you know the Scout is lying. Oh. Which is not away from this evil. Because the wretch registers as evil. This is the witch. Oops, sorry, Scout. What's Ba? Ba. One fake outcast is added to the deck. Okay. Closest evil is counterclockwise. I am dizzy. Evo. 1, 4, 1 or 4 or 7 are evil. She was telling the truth. She's saying herself is evil? But she can't say that, right? Isn't that contradictory? Because if she was telling the truth, well, no, 4 could still be 7 could 1 could still be evil, right? We can use the judge. Gemcrafter is saying 4 is good. And they both can't be liars. Yeah. There's only one evil. Closest evil counterclockwise. 5 is good. 4, 5, or 3. It's just the witch, right? 4, 5, or 3. 1 is evil. So you know she's telling the truth because she's including herself. Scout is telling the truth because there is only one evil. 5 is good. So it's one of these two. But if Enlighten was evil, well, it could be anything, right? If Enlighten was evil, whatever you said doesn't matter. Poisoner. One adjacent villager is corrupted. Corrupted people lie. Know how far I'm from the closest corrupted character. I'm 3 cards away from a corrupted character. I am 1 away from the closest evil. Slayer. Okay, well, this guy could be evil, right? So we can use Slayer to find out if he's actually evil. He's saying he can't kill this, so he's not an imposter. He's not evil. 1 or 4 or 5 are evil. Has to be telling the truth, right? Because if she was evil, why would she include herself? But maybe Slayer can't kill because that's an evil Slayer. I'm 3 away. I'm corrupted. So corrupted people are people that are good but can't use their ability. But Hunter is saying he's 1 away from the closest evil. 5 couldn't kill 7. 7 couldn't kill 4. 1, 4, or 5 are evil. But Bard is 3 away from the closest corrupted character. Now, Bard could be lying. Well, let's start by killing the knight. So the knight is not corrupted. The bombardier can't be corrupted because he's not a villager. Poisoner only poisons villagers. So the bard is lying. Perhaps he's corrupted though. Or a liar. Well, he's corrupted. He's the one who could be corrupted, which means the people next to him, one of them could be the poisoner. So a situation that might be happening is this is the poisoner who poisoned the bard into not being able to detect corruption, and Slayer, this is the bad guy, and she's telling the truth, and Hunter's telling the truth. 6 is truth, 1 is true, 3 is true, 4 is true. So it's 5 and 7. It's a double Slayer evil gangbang.
Evil gangbang?
Why did you respond to that and only that?
I've been gone for like the last 10 minutes.
Beep boop beep bop beep boop bop boop bop. Oh, there's a witch. Oh, let's figure there's a witch. I'm 4 away from the closest corrupted character. So he's saying, Bard is saying the lever is corrupted. There are 2 minions, one of which is the poisoner. So that means if that's corrupted, then the poisoner is even either the medium or the jester. The medium is saying number 1 is a real bombardier, which I'm inclined to believe, because why would he lie? There is one outcast and it is a bombardier. So the medium is telling the truth, unless... No. He has to be telling the truth. Which means this is potentially a liar. Right? So what we can do... I mean, she is lying. We know this guy's good. She's lying. We just need to know if she's evil or a corrupted character. So, humna. We can ask our good friend, the Jester. Who can pick 3 people and know how many evil are among them.
Among Us?
There are 3 evils? That's a lie, because this guy's innocent. So she's lying, she's lying. But is she corrupted and he's evil? Probably. Die, Jester! Poisoner. Corrupted. And there's a witch somewhere. Witch. We'll force them to lie. We know he's evil. We know he's good. And we know he's good. 2 evils among those 2? Liar! Dead.
That's it. That's all I have.
Play doctor. At the
I don't have
game
any more.
start, 1 good villager is corrupted. Villagers to the left and right of me, range 2, are cured of corruption. Is there a witch in this game? Oh, yes. I am good. There's only 1 pair of evil. Judge. Bard. I'm 1 away from corrupted character. There's only 1 pair of evil. I'm 1 away from the closest evil. I am dizzy. Dizzy people are either evil or corrupted. There's 1 outcast and he's not being shown. That means this should be the outcast. So, how do we know if he's evil or corrupted? Bart says, I'm 1 away from a corrupted character. That is fine. So we can pick the judge, right? Oh, she's not corrupted. Because she's saying, I am good. So she's not evil or corrupted. He's saying, I'm 1 away from the closest evil. And the confessor is saying, I'm dizzy. So unless he's corrupted... Well, what could be happening is... He is a bad guy. He's the poisoner, right? And he is making the good confessor dizzy because she's corrupted. So what we can do is use the judge, jury, and executioner. Number 3 is lying. Now this judge could be corrupted though, because the bard could be a bad person. So if we trust the bard to be telling the truth, number 3 is actually telling the truth, and the judge is the bad guy, the hunter is the good guy, and the confessor is the bad guy. But then that's impossible. That's impossible for the confessor to be the bad guy. Because the confessor is the bad guy, that means the hunter is corrupted, which means the hunter can't be telling the truth. But the hunter is telling the truth. I'll be 1 card away from the closest evil. So the only possibility is that the hunter is actually evil. And the confessor is an innocent confessor who's been corrupted. Oh, she was a witch. But he called him a liar. Now, is the judge saying he's a liar? The hunter is telling the truth. But the judge is calling him a liar. Why did the judge call him a liar? Well, that's because he's being corrupted. But where's the poisoner? The knitter, okay. The knitter is saying there's 1 pair of evil. There's 1 pair of evil. They're both lying. Are they both... Wait. If there's only one pair of evil, that means if they're both telling the truth, that means the bad guy has to be the knitter or the hunter, right? Because the evil have to be adjacent. But if this guy, we know he's not evil, but if this guy was evil, he wouldn't be telling the truth. So why is an evil person telling the truth? He's not. They are both lying, which means there are no pairs of evil. So that means the true evil man is not next to the witch. So this knitter is an innocent knitter who's been corrupted. This knitter is the evil poisoner, and this judge was poisoned by the hidden number 7 plague doctor. Game start. One villager becomes an outcast row. I sit next to an outcast. I lie in disguise. So he's always going to sit next to an outcast, and he converts. Huh?
Were you right? Did you?
I was right. I have not been wrong yet.
True.
So he converts one villager to become an outcast. I disguise as a good villager currently in play. Okay. Is there a witch? Not a witch round. I am dizzy, which means she's potentially corrupted. Does Counselor corrupt? No, he just sits next to an outcast. So there's 2 outcasts, which is normal. Because there's normally 1 outcast, and then he adds an extra outcast, right? So there should be no doppelganger. Confessor says she's dizzy, so she's either being corrupted, but I'm pretty sure there's no corruptor, right? Well, there's the plague doctor. So we can use the plague doctor to check her. Are you being corrupted? She's not corrupted, which means she might be the fucking counselor. The lover is saying there's 2 adjacent evil people, but that's impossible as well because there's a plague doctor. And he can't be an evil person because there's guaranteed 2 outcasts in the game. So she's lying and she's lying. They're both fucking evil. Well, she could be corrupted though, so I don't blame her. Kill this guy first. But here's the thing. Lover is saying there's 2 adjacent, which is a lie. So she's corrupted or evil. But this lover is saying, oh, there's no evil adjacent to me. So this might be corrupted. Ba is 1 away from the closest evil. So it's going to be this jester. So we force this jester to answer a question. Evil. Evil. Good. The jester lied because we selected 2 people that are evil, and he said there's only 1 evil. So who is lying? Jester's a liar, lover's a liar, which means this lover is telling the truth, number 2, which claims that this lover is actually innocent. She's just a little silly. She doesn't know she's being corrupted, which means the true bad guy is number 6, the jester. Yeah. There's a witch, so we need to make sure we review these in the right order. Evil to not adjacent danger, closest evil, equidistant. What is that word? What now? 2 pairs of evil. Okay, there's 3 knitters, by the way. Don't know how there's 3 knitters, but there's 3 knitters, by the way. So a doppelganger is disguised as a knitter this game. I don't know where the extra knitter is coming from, but maybe you can multiple at the same kind. Oh, the knitter. Wow. Does the doppelganger lie, though? I disguise myself. They don't lie, right? I don't know. Lover is saying there's 2 evil people next to me. Medium is saying number 9 is a real knitter. See, there's 3 knitters, right? 2 of them are saying one thing, 1 saying the other. This knitter is saying there's no evils adjacent to each other. This knitter is saying there's no evil adjacent to each other. This scout is saying the witch is 3 away. The confessor is saying I am good. So the confessor is good. So medium is covering for this knitter. But Lover's saying, don't trust these two assholes. They're both evil. So it could be like evil, evil, evil. Get the old triple evil going on. Like evil, evil, evil. Which would mean telling the truth, equidistant, equidistance, equidistance. Okay, so if we trust her and we trust him, right? That means bad, 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 right? Make sense?
Right. Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
makes sense.
Because they're equidistant. But. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back a little bit. Let's for a second say these two are actually the lying bastards. And there are two pairs of evil. And the medium is telling the truth. And this is equidistance. That means she's the liar. It's not the truth. But this is impossible. Because the scout says the witch is 3 cards away from the closest evil. And under that logic, it's not possible. Because evil is only 2 distance away from each other. So, the lying bastards are these 3. Puka. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted, if possible. I lie in disguise. Disguise? Toast? Which is my name? Coincidence? I cured 2 corruption. I cured 2 corruption. How the fuck are you guys curing 2 corruptions? It's impossible for both of these assholes to cure 2 corruptions, no? Because there's only a puka, right? Well, I guess poison. Well, yeah. There's no way their abilities reach that far. Puka and Poisoner both corrupt. Wait, this is gonna be hard. There's a Puka and a Poisoner. So there's 3 villagers that could be lying. Plus 3 people who are demons. So there are 6 liars in these 9 cards. Liar. 1 is good. One is good. 1 is definitely not good. He's kind of sus. Probably a liar. There are 2 pairs of evil. Which, if there are 2 pairs of evil, that means every evil is next to each other. Which at this point might be the case. Well, no, that would be hard, right? This guy's saying he cured 1 corruption. And if we trust him, that means all of these guys are telling the truth. But remember, Enlighten said they are equidistant away from her, right? So we gotta know if this alchemist can be trusted. Now, the judge is saying number 4 is lying. Is 9 or 8 evil? True. Now, I don't think number 4 is lying. But I don't know if there's 3 pairs of evil. Okay. So let's say this is Puka. And she corrupted this and this. And this is a bad guy. And he corrupted this. And then this is just an evil minion. But then fortune teller says, is 9 or 8 evil? She said true. But she's telling the truth because alchemist is curing the corruption. But then this wouldn't work because the enlightened said they are equidistant away from her. So maybe you have a situation where this guy's the evil one and he's corrupted this and he's corrupted this. This would work. But then alchemist said he cured 2 corruption. Which is... Oh, wait. Enlightened is saying closest evil is equidistant and she's next to a wretch. But that would mean this alchemist is a fucking liar as well. Hang on. Let's break this down. Okay, let's say she's telling the truth. That means that's evil. That guy's evil, no matter what. And let's say she's been corrupted. That means this guy for sure is not evil. Because she would just say clockwise. But that would mean she's a liar. She can't be corrupted. She's either evil or telling the truth. Alchemist says he cured 1 corruption. But then the knitter said there are 2 pairs of evil. And this is 1 pair already, right? With these 2? So what if she's telling the truth? And what if he's telling the truth? But she needs to be corrupted. Because Alchemist is saying he cured 1 corruption. And she's telling the truth. But he's saying number 4 is lying. Why are you lying? Because you're evil. You evil fuck. This guy said 1 is good. You guys aren't curing any corruptions. Now, under this, does it make sense? No, because they have to be next to each other. Maybe it's like this. If we're assuming this knitter is telling the truth, I'm just going to start killing people. But the Gemcrafter said 1 is good. He's saying 1 is good, but that can't be the case, right? If there's a whole shebang of being corrupted individuals here. So I don't think 1 is good. I think 1 is evil. But if 1 is evil... Oh wait, this is technically 2 pairs. Then this would be the breakdown. But she's saying 9 or 8 are evil. Then this would be the breakdown. So she's telling the truth? Yes, 8 is evil. Is he lying? Yes. He did cure one corruption. There are two pairs of evil. The closest evil is not equidistant. One is good. That is a false statement. He did not cure two corruption. He did not cure two corruption. So it all starts with this enlightened. Evil. 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 Evil alert. Evil alert. Okay, so she did not cure any corruption. Are there two pairs of evil? Number 4 is lying. That means he was telling the truth. So we can trust the judge. The judge is trustworthy. Everyone else, I don't fucking trust. This is tough. I cured two corruption. I cured two corruption. Well, that's impossible. There's something bad happening here. There's something bad happening here. This can go either way, right? With 3 evils, you can't have 2 pairs. Well, this will count as a pair. This will count as a pair. 1 is good. Corrupted to lie. There are 2 pairs that is 9 or 8. This technically is a true statement, all in all. I'm gonna start blasting! Okay. So, is this guy corrupted? Well, this can't be, right? Because if the evil's over here, that means she's lying. And she's not lying. And she can't be corrupted. It has to be 9. Because remember, if the knitter is telling the truth, there has to be 2 pairs of evil. Which means the evil needs to be here. Now you might be saying, well, what if the knitter's fucking lying? Well, for the knitter to be lying, she needs to be evil or corrupted. Nine is poisoned. He can't be poisoned. Because if he's poisoned, then why is she lying?
Why is she lying?
Why is she lying?
I don't know.
Is it because she's evil? Well, she can't be fucking evil. Because she wouldn't be a pair. So it's this fucking alchemist. Baker, reveal. 1 random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. The fuck?
Wait, has your chat heard of this game before?
I don't think so. Chat, have you heard of this game? Learn which side of the circle is more evil. Learn equal if both sides are equally evil.
Watch NL.
One outcast, so
NL. Oh, Northern Lion.
5 is a real doppelganger. I'm 2 cards away from a corrupted character. I'm 2 cards away from a corrupted characters. So they can both be talking about the druid. There's a poisoner. So if the druid is corrupted, that means this bitch is next to the poisoner. So why don't I just make the 2 slayers try and slay each other? Slay! Oh! So neither of you could kill the other, huh? Hmm? Hmm? Why the fuck not? Unless you're both fucking evil. A monk 2, 3, 4. That's a doppelganger. But medium over here says the doppelganger is number 5. And then the lover is saying the medium is not a liar. And the bard is saying he's not a liar. And all I have here are 2 slayers that can't slay. Why can't you guys slay? I'll tell you guys why. I'll tell you why. It's because you guys are both the imposter. You're both sus. You're both sus. Shaman. There are 2 same villager roles in current village. Ally and disguise. There are up to 3 characters. Among them are 1 villager, 1 outcast, and 1 evil. Evil! Evil! I cure 2 corruption.
Is lemon.
Every villain is lemon. I'm 2 cards away from the closest evil. I'm 3 cards away from the closest evil. Well, why the fuck are you guys referring to different things, you fucks, huh? One of you hunters are evil, because you can't be corrupted, because my boy Alchemist here says he cured all the corruption already. So there's no liars, unless the Alchemist himself. Oh, there's a drunk. There's a drunk. God, there's a drunk. There's a drunk. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a drunk guy who is disguised and corrupted and a liar. I'm gonna start blasting. Can his corruption be cured? I cannot be cured by corruption. Okay. The closest evil is counterclockwise. I have a judge. Judge! Okay, no. Judge, is this hunter telling the truth? Number 4 is lying. Now, he could be a liar saying someone who's telling the truth is lying. Or he can be a truth-sayer, someone saying someone who's a liar is lying. Well, the hunter is saying he's clear away from the closest evil. But then if he was close, then why is my enlightenment is saying the closest evil is the slayer? Well, that would mean the slayer is evil, because she's not saying it's equidistance. So, Mr. Slayer, if you really are a slayer, why don't you try slaying the enlightened? You couldn't kill. You couldn't kill, huh? Why can't you kill? It's because you're the evil one. And I'm gonna have number 8, the slayer, kill number 6, the fake slayer. No, he couldn't kill either. You guys are all fucking useless, huh? He could be being corrupted. Who's corrupting him? Wait a damn second. There's only one person capable of corruption this game. And both my alchemists are saying they cured 2 corruptions each. Which is just not fucking true. Okay, here's the thing though. One of them's a lie. One of them's the drunk. The other is evil. So if this hunter, okay, here's the thing. We got a mishmash of crap here. We got a liar, a liar, a liar. Because one of these two are evil. One of them is a drunk liar. And this guy's just a fucking liar. But this guy is telling the truth. So this has to be a good guy. This has to be a bad guy. And this guy's telling the truth. The closest evil is counterclockwise. I'm going to start blasting. Puppeteer. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. It's evil, but does not lie. There's a drunken play. Okay. Both sides are equally evil. A centrist. Both sides are equally evil. So both architects are agreeing. There's up to 3 people that will lie this game, right? We have to account for 3 fucking liars, yeah? This guy's saying he's 3 away. This guy's saying he's 4 away. So this hunter is accusing this slayer of being evil. And it would confer with what this hunter is saying. Right? So they're both accusing this guy of being evil. Both sides are equally evil, which means there should be an evil guy on the right side. But if we're believing that guy's evil, that means this fortune teller is evil as well. This guy's saying he's 2 away from the closest evil way, so he might just be drunk. So it's all up to just the boy over here. Just the boy? Are there 2 evil people here? There are 0 evil people. Why did just the boy say there are 0 evil people? Wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking second. Wait, 1 outcast, 1 minion, 1 demon. 2 minions. Oh, wait. The puppeteer turns someone evil. So there should be 2 evil people next to each other. But how can 2 evil people next to each other? That would mean for both of these to be correct, the 3 evil people would have to be like this or like this. For both sides to be equally evil, they have to be 3 at the bottom or 3 at the top. Because there's always a pair of evil, if that makes sense. So we can ask our good man, the Slayer, over here, to start slaying. Good job, Slayer. Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's the dealio. Here's the dealio. I'll tell you what the dealio is. It could be like this. It could be like this. Right? Well, it can't be like that. It can only be like this. I'm gonna start killing. Oh. Wait. Oh, they don't have to be next to each other. It doesn't need to be equally balanced. My bad. It's alright, kill a drunk guy. Dreamer. Pick one character, learn an evil roll. If evil is picked, learn correct info. I was nice. Oh, there's a witch. There's a witch, so we should make sure all the relevant information are being revealed here. Two minions and outcasts, and it's a drunk. Oh my god, so there's how many liars this game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There could be up to 6 liars this game. I was a jester. I was a knight. How does that help me? 8 or 2 is a minion. 8 or 2 is a minion. Well, if you're a knight, that means you would survive getting stabbed, right? But the puka may have corrupted. The puka may have corrupted. Eight or 2 is a minion. Alright, 8, 2. Oh, that's not helpful. Among 1, 2, and 3, there are 3 evil. So what we can hope is that this jester is just telling the truth and we found out 3 evil and we go stab, 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 stibby, stab. But my feeling is that this jester is not telling the truth. It would be great. It would be wonderful if it was, wouldn't it? We can use this jester. Hey. Okay. Oh. Is this jester really telling the truth? No, this jester is lying. We just got lucky here. Amongst 1, 3, and 4, there's 1 evil. Well, we know he's not evil. We know he's not evil. So are you evil? Fortune teller 1? Oh, you're lying to me. I don't like it. I don't like that you're lying to me. She could be corrupted. Okay. So he's honest. He's honest. He's lying. If he's telling the truth, I mean, this is bad. Well, we know she's bad. She just lied. But she could be corrupted. Right? She could be being set up. If she was evil, what would she be? She could be a witch, not a puka. So why did this jester lie? Well, she told the truth. So we know the puka can't be here. But where's the puka? The puka can't be here. The puka can't be here. The only place the puka can be is here. Right? Like, yeah, the puka can't be here. Where's the puka? Where's the puka? There's also a drunk somewhere that I still have to murder. Puka? Evil? I was jester. This is not helpful. This is not helpful at all. How can you be jester when there's 2 other jesters? So what if 1, 3, and 4 was telling the truth though? There's one evil. And he is evil. What would the puka be? So, if this is the puka, there are no evil amongst bop bop bop, right? Because she said a lie, but she could just be drunk. This guy also lied, but he also could be drunk or evil. So whatever happens, the jester's evil. Puka found ya. Okay. So that leaves 5 and 6. One of which is the drunk, and one of which is the evil witch. And the best way to figure out who is who is to stab both of them. A little stabby, stabby, wabby, wabby, stabby, wabby, stabby, wabby. Let's just start murdering, right? Let's just start fucking killing people. Let's just fucking kill them. Let's just fucking kill them. Why did you lie, Jester? Nah. Lilith, kill a random unrevealed character at night. Deal 2 damage to you. 2, 4, 3. Oh, someone just dies, huh? That's crazy. Wow, 3 Empress? Why? There's a doppelganger? No. I mean, doppelganger is not even bad. That's helpful. Because the doppelganger doesn't necessarily lie. I was a lover. There's no evil adjacent to me. There's 2 minions and 1 demon. Okay, so I just have 3 regular evils. Number 5 was affected by an evil. Well, no shit. She's dead. Okay, well, he's telling the truth at least. Number 4 aids the shaman. 2, 4. 1 is evil out of 2, 4, and 3. One is evil out of 5, 3, and 4. So let's assume this Empress is telling the truth. And let's assume this Empress is telling the truth. And let's assume this lover is telling the truth. That means liar. And the Oracle is telling the truth. Which means 4, 8 is the shaman. And this is the shaman. Now 192 is saying one of these guys is evil. But there's 3 bad guys. That means you have to be bad, you have to be bad. But that can't be the case because this Empress would then be telling the truth. She would be telling the truth. And this lover would be a liar. So that can't be it. Now let's assume a world where this Empress is telling the truth and the witness is telling the truth. Well, this can't be the case because then she'd be a liar. So what could happen is this boop. And that's the case. That means the Oracle has to be lying. For it is a shaman. And for this Empress to be telling the truth, these 2 have to be good. This is an outcome where it's true. Correct? So I'm going to start blasting. Yo, my bad, dog. My bad. Yo, that's on me, dog. Yo, dog. That's on me. That's on me, dog. That's on me, big dog. Let's assume 8 is a shaman. This is good. This will make it a liar. This will make it a liar. There's no way all the evil people are the empresses, right? Let's assume this. And that can't be it. Guys, I think all 3 empresses are evil. That's crazy. Hey, made to Ascension 4. I don't think I dropped a single life. I definitely lost health, but I didn't lose rounds. Which is pretty fun, pretty cool. Now, this is just a fun little logic game I came across. It's in super early development if you want to check it out for yourself. It's called Demon Bluff. It's like single player it's closer to Blood on the Clock Tower than Among Us. It's just all logic. Try it out. I have fun with it. It's just little small fun logic puzzle games. And I like games like that. I'm just gonna do one more round, and I'm gonna call it. Okay, I'm 2 away from I cured 2 corruption. How are you guys curing corruption? Who are you, like, how are you curing corruptions? There's no corruption in the game, no? You're just drunk. And you're a liar. Lilith is 2 cards away from the closest evil. This is true. She's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. This guy's just drunk. Shaman's 2 cards away from the closest evil. But that would imply evil. Oh. Yeah, nice and easy. Sometimes, because it's like randomly generated, you get really easy ones like this one, where it just pretty much tells you who the evil people are by logic, but it's just a game that teaches you logical things.